Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 11th episode of the second season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So recently, Leonard has got into a relationship, and I'm really happy about it. But last episode, it looked like he was a little bit on the rocks because Leonard feels a little bit pressured. You know what I mean? He feels like it's all going too fast, everything just moving too quickly, and that he hasn't really got his own space. It seems like she's moved in without him technically inviting her, but it's just like the way the momentum's taken them. And you know, every time we tried to bring up the subject of a bit of separation, you know, she started to get emotional, and then she was dealing with it by obviously crying and then having sex with him, which then obviously changed his mind, and he forgot what he was totally saying because obviously he's focusing on something else. And all episode, you know, he was trying to communicate with Penny how he could relate to her, communicate with Penny and relate to her. And Penny actually come into the apartment because she wanted some coffee in the morning. Obviously she was in a little Jimmy Jams, and you know, she was looking at her as if to say like, who's this girl and why have you never told me about her? Which is a bit of an awkward situation. Hopefully they can become friends though. But at the end of the day, he managed to, I was going to say, muster up the courage to actually tell her that they need a little bit of space. He still wants to be with her, but obviously they need their alone time, and he sent her a text instead of saying it face to face, and he thought that was going to be the last time that she was ever going to want to speak to him because obviously he's done it over the phone. But it seemed to go down pretty well because she invited him over for sex again. So again, it could have gone her crying and just invited him over as coping mechanism. Or she was like, do you know what? It's not too bad. Yeah, I will do. I'll move out and, you know, just come around and we can have some fun. So interesting. Can't wait to see, obviously, what we do in today's episode. Thanks for checking it out. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Superman cleans his uniform by flying into Earth's yellow sun, which incinerates any contaminant matter and leaves the invulnerable Kryptonian fabric unharmed and daisy fresh.
Or it turned into mustard kryptonite, the only way to destroy a rogue Kryptonian hot dog threatening Earth.
Superman doesn't sweat on Earth.
Okay, he's invited for dinner in the bottle city of Candor. He miniaturizes himself, enters the city where he loses his superpowers. Now, before dinner, his host says who's up for a little Kryptonian tetherball. His uniform now stained with indestructible Kryptonian perspiration.
Booyah.
Isn't that the guy who won the MacArthur Genius Grant last year? No, not all at once.
Then how?
Leonard. Now Raj. Now Sheldon.
His observation of high-energy positrons has provided the first conclusive evidence for the existence of galactic dark matter.
I have two words for you. The first is big, the other's whoop.
Very handsome man.
Doesn't do anything for me. If I was gonna go that way, I'm more of a Zac Efron kind of guy.
Yeah?
I'm David Underhill. Yeah, Dr. Gablehauser said if I wanted to set something up in the photo multiplier lab that you'd be able to give me a hand?
Oh, yeah, sure. Congratulations on the MacArthur grant, by the way. Big fan.
Thanks. I'll call you.
Okay.
He was like swoon, wasn't
What are
it?
you looking at? You've never seen a hypocrite before?
Wolowitz needs a strike if he has any hopes of catching up with Sheldon Cooper, who is dominating in the 9th frame with a career best 68.
Mate.
Hey, guys.
That doesn't count. Do over, do over.
Come on, it's just a video game, and we suck at it.
Nice motivational speech from the team captain.
He's a black diamond skier. He collects vintage motorcycles. He plays in a rock band.
So, we're in a rock band.
We play rock band on our Xbox. This is this hysterical impersonation of Stephen Hawking having phone sex. What are you wearing? That's not, he does it better.
It's officially a bromance.
You know what, right? It's interesting because how old is the Wii? Honestly, how old is it? And like, I'm setting up my old Wii in the house, and when people come round next week, I'm actually purchasing in the process of buying pads or controllers, whatever you want to call them, and they're like £20 each as well. How are they still that expensive? You know what I mean? And I'm buying 4 Wii controllers so that like a group of us could just have a bit of banter at the house. It's crazy how when that was out, it literally took over everything. I remember everybody standing in the living room playing the Wii tennis, and you had the Wii Fit as well, you had the bowling. What was the other one as well? Strike, you know, used to be able, and the boxing, they've seen them do it multiple times on here. Mate, I love it. It actually was so good. Everybody played on the Wii. And I remember as well some accidents. I always had to put the the wristband around, like, because I'm the type of guy who go to the bowling and let go of it and throw it at the TV. So, mate, that was good times, mate. Honestly, like, the graphics are shocking. Look how terrible they are there, but like, it was revolutionary when it first came out.
Hey, Sheldon, are you and Leonard putting up a Christmas tree?
No, because we don't celebrate the ancient pagan festival of Saturnalia.
Okay, well, thank you for that, but I got you and Leonard a few silly neighbor gifts, so I'll just put them under my tree.
Wait, Penny, I know you think you're being generous, but the foundation of gift giving is reciprocity. Like, you haven't given me a gift. You've given me an obligation.
Honey, it's okay. You don't have to get me anything in return.
Of course I do. The essence of the custom is that I now have to go out and purchase for you, and representing the same perceived level of friendship as that represented by the gift you've given me.
I know it's funny when it's not happening to us.
That is so true,
Sheldon,
innit?
I am very, very sorry.
No, I brought this on myself by being such an endearing and important part of your life. I'm going to need a ride to the mall.
It's happening to us.
The thing is, right, gift giving is just being nice in it. It's nothing in return. You don't have to say, I've got you 5 presents, you get me 5 presents. It's not even have to say, I've got you 1, you have to get me 1. It's just the thought that counts. I mean, it's like we've done this again with the birthday thing. It's not the present, it's the thought. It could be something basic like a colouring book or a cookbook or anything. Do you know what I mean? Socks. You don't have to give somebody a gift if they get you socks and boxes. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is.
Thanks for letting me try out your motorcycle. No problem.
Ooh, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, it's just a little motorcycle accident.
My God, how fast were you going?
I don't know. It's all such a blur.
He couldn't even get us started. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Penny. How do you know Leonard?
I'm a physicist.
No, you're not. So, are you and Leonard working on an experiment together?
Yeah, actually, we are.
Yeah, we're examining the radiation levels of photomultiplier tubes for a new dark matter detector.
Well, I love science.
Since when?
Since always.
Last thing I would ever call you is a geek.
That's what I am, queen of the nerds. You know, I have always wanted to see a big science lab.
Since when?
Since always.
How about we go see it now? Maybe afterwards we take the bike up the coast, we grab a little bite to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. Let me just get my jacket.
I don't know how you live next door to that without doing something about it.
Science is my lady.
Yes? I don't see anything in here a woman would want.
Sure, you had another version of that top
Kidding.
on last
You've got
episode.
Lotions and bath oils and soaps. That's the estrogen hat trick.
If you don't like the stuff, let's just go next door and build her a bear.
I told you before, bears are terrifying. Let's say for a moment that I accept the bath item gift hypothesis. I now lay the following conundrum at your feet. Which size? I were to give you this gift basket. Based on that action alone and no other data, infer and describe the hypothetical relationship that exists between us.
I don't understand what you're talking about, and you're making me a little uncomfortable.
See, sounds just like you and Penny. We'll take it.
That is true, innit, mate? They're so expensive, them as well, you know. Like, that big basket there would be really, like, it'd be in the hundreds. It definitely would be, because Christmas has just come and gone. I love Christmas as well. My Christmas tree was sick. Honestly, I'm not even joking. I had 2 trees up this year. I had one at the front of the house in the porch, so everybody who's walking on the street could see it. And then I had some big, massive, dopey one in the living room. And, mate, I go all out. I get lights all over, like, garlands all around, get indoor stuff, mate. I'm festive AF. And, like, I went and got the girlfriend some of that bath stuff from Lush in the UK anyway. Got some big basket. Oh, mate, it is expensive. For something as well, right, that you just throw in the bath. Like, something is about this big, and you just throw it in the bath, and it changes colour, and it's like, mate, how's that 10 quid? Like, literally, like, what is that? What's it do? Like, I don't understand it. It makes you relax. How does it? You know, I just don't get it, but people love it, don't they? Different things please different people, you know what I mean?
Leonard, Dave was just showing me around the university. You know, this place is unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. I've been offering to show you around for a year and a half.
She has a curious and agile mind, not to mention being curious and agile in other respects.
I think you and I should get back to the lab. You know, that dark matter isn't going to detect itself, you know.
We're going to explore the effects of tequila shots on a gorgeous 22-year-old woman.
It's not an experiment. You saw what happened last night.
Yeah, I can't drive motorbikes. I crash them all the
By the way,
time.
my leg is killing me. Thanks for asking.
He's bought them all. That's so expensive.
Great news, Leonard. I've solved my penny gift dilemma. The danger was that I might under or over reciprocate. I will open her gift to me first, and then excuse myself, feigning digestive distress. Then, choose the basket closest to that value, give it to her, and then I'll return the others for a full refund.
Why couldn't you have just done what Leonard did and get Penny a new boyfriend?
My leg is killing me, thanks for asking. Well, I am perfectly happy with the way things are between us. You said that you didn't want to go out with me because I was too smart. David Underhill is 10 times smarter than me. You'd have to drive a railroad spike into his brain for me to beat him at checkers.
Why are you yelling at me?
Sorry. I'm sorry. No, never mind, we're cool.
Oh, has he gone off with somebody else? I reckon that's what he's done.
Smart guy takes the nude photos of his wife off his cell phone before he tries to
Ah,
take
no
nude photos
way.
of his girlfriend.
Sorry, that's terrible.
And you, if you are so okay with the way things are between us, why are you so jealous?
The important thing is he's married, and that's terrible.
It's just rum. It stopped being eggnog like half an hour ago.
Smooth.
Merry Christmas.
By the way, my leg is killing me. Thanks for asking.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
How's your leg?
Very good. Thanks for asking. Come on in.
Pleased to know I'm prepared for whatever you have to offer. I should note, I'm having some digestive distress. So if I excuse myself abruptly, don't be alarmed. A napkin.
Turn it over.
To Sheldon. Live long and prosper. Leonard Nimoy.
He came into the restaurant. Sorry, the napkin's dirty. He wiped his mouth with it.
Yo, that is sick.
I possess the DNA of Leonard Nimoy.
He's gonna send all the baskets out.
Yeah, I guess, but look, he signed it.
All I need is a healthy ovum, and I can grow my own Leonard Nimoy. Be right back.
A gift certificate for motorcycle lessons. Well, then I think you'll appreciate what I got you.
101 totally cool science experiments for kids.
I knew he'd give all of them.
Sheldon, what did you do?
I know. It's not enough, is it?
It's dead awkward.
Leonard, look, Sheldon's hugging me.
It's a Saturnalia miracle.
That was decent, actually, because you know what, right? The truth is, the value of a present is what it means to you. Like, the value could be $0, yeah, but it could be the most valuable thing that you've ever received. Like, technically, that present that Sheldon got is $0. Like, it is a napkin that was in the restaurant, it costed nothing, and a random person, well, somebody, for him, you know what I mean, that means so much to him, has come in and signed it, and that's made that worth $1 million. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, to him, it's a thing. It's like the iPhone, or whatever. I've got a phone here, the new iPhone, like, to me, alright, yeah, whatever. It's a phone, though. At the end of the day, I don't really care. But, like, to somebody who doesn't have an iPhone or can't afford it, if I give them this phone, the value of that would increase tenfold. Do you know what I mean? To me, it's just another phone. But to somebody else who doesn't have it, who desperately wants it, who's not got much money, it's the best thing in the world. And that's the thing, you know. When people say, you know, how much is this, how much is that? It's like, oh, is it worth it? The thing that I find the most is when somebody says, is that worth buying? And it's like, well, it depends. Yeah? I might spend £5,000 on a holiday, and you might think that that's absolutely a rip-off. But at the end of the day, right, if that value of that holiday is for me, and I can afford it, and X, Y, and Z, and it ticks all my boxes, then it's worth it. Do you know what I mean? Like, people measure value for money on cost, and it shouldn't be on cost. It should be on what it is. You know what I mean? What does the person achieve out of it? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I take from it. Never compare something that your jumper or your coat or your bag is less value than somebody else's when it's not. It's the same. Take a bottle of water, for example. You can go to Costco and buy 50 bottles of water for £3. Or you can go to the gym and buy one bottle of water for £2. Or you can go to the airport and buy a bottle of water for £3. It's like, mate, it's all the same. It is literally the same bottle of water, but in a different location. It's got a different value. But at the end of the day, it's what the best value is to you. So I don't know. I liked that. It was good. I like his reaction. It was an overreaction, but it was one that looked like it was something that really hit him hard. And it's good to see him hug, which is interesting. Never really see that before. And you could see the emotions in his face. It was good. It was good. And Penny as well sold that well. As if, like, her look of shock that he was hugging him was great. It really, really sold it. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. No, went off on a little tangent there about the value of things, but, you know, that is true. It doesn't matter if you've got lots of money or you've not, yeah. Value is what it is and means to you. It doesn't matter the cost equivalent of it. Now, interestingly, I like this episode. I liked how, obviously, Penny went on a date and, obviously, Leonard got a little bit jealous, but then it makes me think that Leonard and Stephanie's done now. It's finished. Even on last episode, when he texted her, we're done, he left saying he's going to go and see her. And I kind of thought that she took it well, but then the insinuation in this episode, or the way it's acting, is it didn't go well, and they're not together anymore. And he's now jealous of Penny, which is fine. You know, he's jealous, but he was kind of right. Do you know what I mean? She didn't want to be with him because, well, to be honest, I'm not too sure, actually. It's tough there, because at the start of the season, she actually did want to be with Leonard, but it was because he was really smart that obviously it's playing on her mind, and she didn't want to feel like she wasn't clever enough to be in their relationship. So then she started getting a little bit paranoid by telling a lie that she went to college, and it was Leonard's downfall about giving her the leaflet, and the way he went around that conversation, that kind of like sent him spiraling downwards. You know what I mean? It wasn't the fact that he was clever, it was the fact that like he approached that situation and made her feel shitter, if that made sense. And then I understand where he's coming from, and though in today's episode it's like, mate, if you thought that I was too clever and you was paranoid, why are you getting somebody who's 2 times cleverer than me? You know what I mean? And I suppose he's got a valid point, but then again, he got a kiss on the cheek, and they always kind of throw me sometimes. She'll give him a hug or a kiss on the cheek or a kiss on the lips, and I'm like, what's going on with these? Like, are they going to get together and not, you know what I mean? Like, what was the insinuation? What was the point of it? And today, this episode looked like the point was he's no longer in a relationship with the girl that he was in the last 2 episodes, which I'm disappointed for, because I've already gone on a tangent of how good it would be and what you could spin off by adding an extra person into like the group / friendships and relationships and feelings. So I don't know, but I do feel like the good or the best relationship that's been built this season so far is Penny and Sheldon. I've actually enjoyed them. But that's going to wrap up today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.